Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. This is a detailed video, like we like to do. It's 5:37 AM on Thursday, the 20th of November 2025. Current temperature is 20.5 degrees Celsius, feels like 23.2, 99% humidity, 9 kilometers an hour wind gusts and no rain. So this is one where we take our time and really have a good look, show as much detail as possible. They usually go a bit longer than the other ones, so you can get more detail in it and see what it was like for us future generations to see. So you've got time for your eyes to focus on things and show a lot of detail. I did a part 1 yesterday, which was under yesterday's date if you want to look it up, and then today's will be under today's date. Part of the name of it will be today's date. So, trying to show as much detail as possible. Oh, there's someone in Roscoe's, probably one of the people cooking in that, getting things ready for later. So we didn't go down here yesterday. We went across to Hungry Jack's from here. Yeah, it's more for us future generations to really be able to look back and see full detail of what the town was like. And if you were out at this particular time on this particular day looking at these particular locations, this is what you would have seen. Coles Corner, in other words, Seapoint Corner. Coles Supermarket, that is. Well, you never know, one day there may not be such thing as Coles Supermarket. You never know. We get in as much detail. We go down Lily Street as well, and up to Owen Street, all that. So we'll be walking a little bit slower so you can see detail. It's the back of Bunnings, Ernest Street. We'll put weird starfish things on there. See it on that one more different. So we'll show across the road. It's the butcher, Ron and Dean's Butchery. Another day we'll go across and show all these close up. We have done many times before anyway, but in one of these full details videos where it takes a bit longer to do, definitely worth it to look back on. Indian groceries. They've got the lit up sign now. Some of it is hard to show because of all the reflections in the windows. Indian restaurant, great flavour of India. Just something that would usually take a couple of minutes per spot, will take a little bit longer per area. It's not just walking past, it's showing as much detail as humanly possible. While still respecting people's rights when they're walking past and all that. It's across to Ron and Dean's Butchery and Hungry Jack's. Harvey Norman and Rumours nightclub, that is. The main entrance, or the only entrance for the general public to Harvey Norman. Great flavour of India. Seems to be quite popular. I see a lot of people going there when I go past, and it's not just Indian people. Tobacconist, tobacco vape shop, or smoking vape shop, where Sports Stop used to be. Alan Jerd's old business. Continue along. We'll end up down near Kmart and around, so you can see both sides of the road in as much detail. Be interesting to look back years later and see how it looked, the differences. See the old tiles there. Yeah, I wonder from what business they were from back in the day. Red Rock Cafe, I remember this is Pizza House. They're not Pizza Hut, Pizza House. And then Gardner Builders had it. And there was a bike shop in here at one stage too. There's Dino in the window. I don't know how well that'll show up with all the reflections, but like a big, it looks like paper mache, but I don't think it is. Dino, I don't know, it may be. Just maybe. Yeah, this doesn't have a wide enough angle lens. If I had the DJI Osmo Action 6, the latest one, with their wide angle lens, I'd be able to show a lot more detail. It's only just been released. I don't know if it's released in Australia yet. Vinnies. A couple of Akai speakers left there. Oh, they're trashed. Akai SW-T30 or T230. There you go. There's your Vinnies. St. Vincent de Paul, the charity shop, switch store, op shop, whatever you want to call it. I'll show it across in a minute. Wait for these cars to go past. So across to where Prices Plus used to be, and that. Red Rock Cafe. In some places it's very hard to show. That's the Indian restaurant, dine in and take away, masala bite. Across there. Innisfail Aquarium and Bird Centre. Where Prices Plus used to be. It was Crazy Clarks and all that. There was a mechanic there at one stage. Crown Hotel. Where Bedrock and all that used to be, and Lee's Fruit Market and all that. Now KFC. It's been KFC for the last few months. Very nice store. Wish the air conditioning was a little cooler, especially in this sort of weather. Drive through. A little bit more of a look over here. Shout out to Brian who honked his horn before. For always being friendly, I appreciate it. Giant snack pack, that's a pretty good deal. We've had that a couple of times. Try not to do too much of the stuff, but it is nice. The chips were a little undercooked last time. I had a couple of the chips. And my mother had the rest. It was bought for her. detail. So you can look back and you can see, oh, this is what it looked like. Well, this is what was in this shop. This is what was in this location. Oh, okay. Gives you a lot more. So I'd love to have videos like this from the 90s, in the 80s. Lily Street. Yeah, there should be a bit of a pathway through here. I've seen people walk through this, through the actual garden. There should be on both sides. I think there should be along here and down Lily Street. Bit of a walkway, because yeah, people are just going to trash the garden instead of walking all the way up there where the sign was for the giant snack pack. They're getting their delivery. If it's anything like the old KFC, there's probably a cook in there right now. It's a Crown Hotel. So this is Ernest Street, Lily Street intersection. So part of the Bruce Highway. Sunrise coming through. The BP. Show that as much as we can while we're waiting as well. I'm glad they put this Pebblecrete type stuff here. So much better than what was here. The old pathway got trashed. With all the stuff happening, knocking down the old buildings and putting up the new. Oh, it looks so much nicer along here than it was with the old buildings. And the old buildings were part of history. I do have videos showing them. Photos, plenty of photos. BP. 24-hour service station, the Taman's Electrical. We will go on that side of the road when we get up near Kmart. There's your BP service station again. Trying to get much detail as possible without showing people. Wild Bean Cafe is part of it. I've been in there and people get coffee from there. Yeah, McDonald's. Guys spot cleaning. It'd be good if they had a few EV chargers over here where the car parks are. Service station would be great. And cleaned all this up. Would look nicer. McDonald's is always fairly well maintained. Oh, they got the Grinch meal at the moment. The Grinch. 4 to collect. Yeah, very well maintained all this. Okay, they cut back nicely. Trying to show it to my best of my ability. That annoying old mate. Great spot cleaning. Yeah, a lot of Grinch advertising. It takes a bit to show it all. Especially in the detail. See, to show the outside of the places, I've got to be on this side of the road to show across properly. We'll get close-ups when we go over the other side. So this was your way into the drive-through. McDonald's. Joining Motors. Hopefully that's still here. If you're still watching if you're watching this in like 20, 30 years time, let us know in the comments. If any of these places are still here, if any of them still look the same. Or if they were here when you were living here, say you were living here in the 80s and 90s, any of these buildings or shops were around. Joining Motors probably was. Been around forever. There's Memo Health Services Limited. Karen Croft building. McGarth, if you know, you know. It's a reference for a friend of mine. He knows. He knows, he knows. Do any motors. Back down to McDonald's, BP direction. Yeah, these videos take a long time, but they're worth it. So if anyone wants to help out the channel, just liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, watching the whole video, not skipping any video, not skipping any ads, helps the channel out. There's a PayPal link in the description if you want to help the channel out. It's the best way to do it if you want to donate to the channel. And YouTube doesn't take its percentage, which is sometimes, if it's like $20, $30 someone donates, they take 10. Sometimes. There's Domino's Pizza. 2-minute reflections to really show it. And you got Subway just here. I'm going to show you how these gardens are, what type of setup they had here. How it looked. And there's fine normal across there. With the camera because there is someone coming on the other side of the road. Out of respect, back towards McDonald's, etc. There's Mission Australia, Define Normal, and the Backpackers Shack. Subway. Yeah, I don't know what time they open. I've looked it up before. Kmart. They open at 7, Monday to Friday. Let's have a quick look at the outside of Kmart while we're here, because it could change. It used to be the Council Works Department car park and BBC Hardware in this location. Yeah, BBC Hardware. You watch the original Heartbreak High, on one of the first episodes they walked past a BBC Hardware in Sydney. The one when you type in BBC Hardware into Google, you find the picture of that exact one comes up. It's the outside of Kmart. So this is in Innisfail, Queensland, Australia, for those wondering. Oh, they got, I thought they had a mixture of paid and normal trolleys. No, I'm back to the full paid, which I think is a bit silly. The amount of trolleys, since they started having paid trolleys, the amount of trolleys I've seen in just random places where the paid part here is just trashed, to be on the joke. I don't know, they need some sort of tracking on them, or geofencing type of thing where you, once you get it past a certain spot, it just locks the wheels or something. I don't know. I don't know how they can do it. Kmart trolley return. It's interesting to show the way trolleys were and are at the time. I always find that interesting. This is the Kmart, Subway, Domino's and all that car park. It's used for all of the Leisure Works Department across there. Now the trolley return. There's one over the road too. Yeah. In Grady Street. Anyway, we'll cross over near the Backpackers Shack. You can see that a little bit. Bruce Highway / Ernest Street. That's Clare Street, this one down here. Yeah, Clare Street. There's no street sign, but when you Google it, or you look up the address of Domino's and Subway and Kmart and that, it says Clare Street. Reminds me of Claire and Eli. If you know, you know what you Claire. If you know the reference, let me know in the comments. Claire and Eli. Subway. One of my 1 minute videos, you see the outside of Subway. I had it on the pole there, the camera, above the hedge line. Back down towards Domino's and that, so you can see the ramp and the way it was. Backpacker shack. Both walking in the middle of the road, some older chap. Probably not the safest thing to be doing. Just crossing over now. Near the old Roscoe's. Anyway, there's your backpacker's shack. Define normal. So Sibby's Bakehouse at one stage, Lollipop Cafe, etc. Trying not to show. Oh mate, coming along. Yeah, I don't know if they use this anymore. They had a fire at the back last year, maybe even the year before. Feels like forever ago now. But this stuff here didn't go all the way to here, to the front door. It was only down the back at the time. Maybe it's getting fully done up. And yeah, yes, this was Rectivision. When I first saw it, it was Rectivision. Oh, when I first remember anything in there, it was Rectivision. And I moved to next to the old Lee Yix, next to where Repco is now. This is the Mission Australia and GIS. Went past this the other day and realised that was down the Esplanade. It's right here, the Fitzgerald Esplanade. So I don't know if they're actual two locals or whether they just got two actors to come in. I wonder. I'll actually wait for old mate to go past so I can keep showing properly. A bit more detail. Cynthia's direct to the public wholesale fish market. Jeffrey. There's across to Joanie Motors and Memo Health Services Limited. Wait here for a second, let old mate go past. Domino's. It's taken a while to get past. McDonald's. Trying to give me a chance so I can show back and all that. Now we can show back because he's gone past. Cynthia's. To get more an idea what it looked like along here. Detail, detail, detail. Reminds me of hot American donuts. Baking all the time. There's a show. Salvation Army Family Store. I want to show the Cynthia's sign from the side while we're here.
Total 2 kilometers, 29 minutes 21 seconds, 2,684 steps.
Salvation Army Store. A lot of Christmas stuff in the window. Christmas hamper, what's it say? Christmas hamper, come in on Wednesday or Friday to sign up, 9 AM till 11:30 AM. No pets allowed. Store we're not. will not be trading from Saturday the 22nd of November 2025 and will resume trading on Saturday the 3rd of January. So they're closed all over Christmas. Oh, they're Saturday trading. Okay, they'll be closed on Saturdays. I was going to say, for a thrift store, especially the Salvation Army, that's a bit bonkers. Yeah, I'm trying to create a video that I would love to have seen if someone had recorded one of these just like this from the 90s, and what I'd like to see in 20-30 years time. I'd love to be able to sit back and watch a video like this and see the detail. I've taken many a photo of these flowers over the years, haven't they? And this blossoms. Garbage truck coming. My left. Still got All-Star written on here, on the Moondara. RACQ, 888 rated, All-Star, wireless internet and air conditioning. Guess I mean Wi-Fi. If you will, or as it was, as it is. It needs a lot of maintenance, going up. Anyway, there's someone coming. Didn't realise you. Sometimes people just come out of nowhere. Dara. Hammond Electrical. Right across to McDonald's, lady. Across to the BP. You can get a bit of a look what it was like. McDonald's. The Lily Street, Ernest Street intersection. Not really the safest at times to walk across. Be very cautious because people like to cut in front of you when you're walking as a pedestrian and go off at you too. Oh yeah, I've had that many times. I've had the flashing green little man telling me I can go. People just get too impatient. Even though I'm not a slow walker. I'm doing the slow walk now for the video, but you know, normally I'm not. Yes. Public phone booth. What they look like. Free Wi-Fi, free Telstra Wi-Fi, available here for everyone. That's what they look like at the time. The USB charger, USB Type A and the Type C. One device at a time. You can only charge one at a time on there. No payment required. Payment not required, it says on there. So what does it say here? 21 Ernest Street, Innisfail, 4860. Interesting to show. Payments again. A bit more detail. How it looks. This was up for sale at one stage. It had it on a sign on the fence, but I don't know if it's sold. Sometimes that happens and then they don't sell, so they just keep it happening. Take the sign off. There's KFC. Lily Street, down there where that vehicle is. Down towards the Bedrock, Vinnie's. Crown Hotel. Hammond's Electrical. We'd walk up on this side, but if you know, you know why I wouldn't. Anyway, let's go across. And there is someone playing copyrighted music. Doesn't matter what time of the day. If you come past at 5 o'clock in the morning when people are trying to sleep, there's often loud music playing there. Intoxicated people hanging around. So back to Hayman's and the BP direction and that intersection. So probably end up an hour video. The last one was an hour and something. I recorded yesterday morning, which was YouTube was struggling to upload for some reason. It's a car park, the Crown Hotel. And Bruce K. Gilliam across there, the old Social Security, a brick building. Not the best lighting to be showing that. Yeah, definitely support locals giving it a go, not just me. Takes a lot of effort to do what a lot of us do. Different people doing different things in the community. There's Westbury's, the back of Westbury's plumbing, gas fitters, etc. This was a dance studio at one stage. I think a lawyer or accountant or something had it for a while too. Steps training. Back down where we just came from. Yeah, who remembers this as a dance studio? And what dance studio was it? I can never remember which one. It wasn't Graham. Was it Graham Academy or? I'm not sure. Something Academy of Dance anyway. There's that's where Roll 2 Dice was in the mid-90s, I think. Didn't last long here. It's all like your dice games, Dungeons and Dragons and those types of things. Because I know the son was into it. Went to high school with the son. He's always big note himself because his parents had money and they had a business. They ran it from their house in East Innisfail for years and then moved it to here. And it basically died out, it fizzled out. He used to carry on because he had the latest video game system and when they were still $600-700 to buy. It's this one called Retreat Beauty, sorry. Retreat Beauty. It's police. Friendly Partners Accounting and Financial Services. But yeah, the chap who used to really big note himself. It's Westbury's. Oh, I've got the PlayStation. When a lot of people still had Mega Drives and Super Nintendos and things like that. And he'd mock you for having the older version, the older system. And not everyone's lucky enough to have money. I didn't appreciate him doing it. And I certainly don't agree with doing that. Now, if you've got something like that, oh wow, retro gaming system. The Lit Singung Temple. Don't know if I say it right, but that's how it's spelled. Also known as the Chinese Joss House. A lot of people would know it as that. Just trying to show Westbury's properly. Trying to show the taxi rank while there's no actual taxis there. Where the taxi rank is now. Photography is permitted within the temple. Please respect those that may be worshipping during your presence. Fair enough. Enjoy your stay. So it is permitted photography in there. I've taken videos in there and they liked my videos. Yeah, I got asked to record their Chinese New Year celebration one year. I would have done it again if they'd have asked. I enjoyed it. It was nice. The people were nice. I had a lady come up and say something about, "Oh, don't get me in your video. I don't know you." Fair enough. And I said to her, "Yeah, people have said that before, and then they go and stand right in the way where I can't get video without showing them. I have to cut them out. And it wrecks the video." It's like, yeah, oh. And what does she do? Gets in the video many times as possible. Stands right in the way where it's hard to record without getting her in it. I tried my best not to, of course, out of respect. But I was there for a purpose. It wasn't a paid purpose, but it was a purpose. Nevertheless, Tobacco Harvey Norman's. Customer pickup. Well, do you pick up your customers there or pick up products? I know it's products. No taxi office. Good that Westcott Real Estate still written on there. For history. Let's look back. The taxi rank. Malix Centre. Gel Blasters. This is where the see the Greek building, the Greek had, I forget what they called it, but it was a Greek thing down below, men's club. Where the taxi office was for many years. Far North Clothing Company, where the TV hire place was, owned by Blundell's. Opening soon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Far North Clothing Co. for updates. It's hard to show because of the reflections, but I do my best. Westie's Barber. Show back a bit so we can see a bit more detail. It's a bit harder when you're closer to the buildings. Westie's Barbers is where my mate used to be. Westcott Real Estate. Westie's Barbers will no longer be trading Mondays and Tuesdays. New hours are Wednesday to Friday, 9 AM till 5 PM. Saturday, Sunday, 9 AM to 12 PM. There you go. Yeah, it's very reflective, so I always struggle to get video of that and photos. Yeah, it's the old Westcott Real Estate. I like how they still got the old tiles there. A few places have got them around town. It's the same style. Wally's and more. This used to be the Kodak. I think I remember Medical Centre had it for a while too. Where Silvio and his wife had their restaurant. Was it underground or down under? I get mixed up which one was which. Which one was here and which one was where the soup kitchen used to be. Picnics. In the AS Malik building. A 2016 Jayco Silverline Outback. 24.75.2 for sale. $69. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway. 69,990. Couldn't read it properly, I was too far away from it. Commonwealth Bank ATM. Commonwealth Bank itself. But let's look back. The picnics, lollies and more. etc. You can get more of a idea of what it was like. It's about as detailed as I can get it. The equipment I've got. So I'm very appreciative of the equipment I've got. Show the Commonwealth Bank. It's very hard to show this a lot of the time because it's usually people using the ATM. What time is it now? 6:17 a.m. Yeah, nearly every time I go past doing video, there's someone using the ATM. Someone's left their footwear behind. The branch will be closed 2 p.m. on the 19th, 20th, and the 21st of November 2025. It's a Commonwealth Bank. There's someone's footwear. It's like perfectly good footwear too. So someone will claim them even if it's not theirs. There's Malik Corner. We might actually go down the other side of Owen Street. Might as well, and we can show both sides. Well, police, local constabulary. Doing their thing. Some of them are quite nice, some of them wave. I think they know what I do. Probably keep abreast of what's going on. Commonwealth Bank across there. Picnics. Westcott Real Estate. Super Nail. It's a studio gallery up there, which is not. Massage and taxis. Innisfail City Motel where that truck's coming out of. Used to be Play It Again was in here. Where this job agency is. There was a barber shop here. This older lady had it. Yeah, Play It Again. Used to go in there and get second-hand and new CDs. Victor Jewelers. Victor Design Jewelers. Monday to Friday, 9 a.m.-ish to 5 p.m.-ish. Saturday closed. Yeah. THG Hair and Beauty. So back where we just came from. We get in a position where we can. I remember this being picnics and Farron Alleys at one stage too. Speaking of Farron Alleys, I haven't heard that one that was in the council and that was on that cooking show for a while, Kylie. Haven't seen her anywhere, haven't heard of her, don't know if she's still in town. This is the one that has like, it was like Roll 2 Dice but a lot bigger. Warhammer and Dungeons and Dragons, all that type of stuff. Innisfail Games and Hobbies. Part of the job listers. It's got Dungeons and Dragons written on there. Not my cup of tea, but I'm glad they got it for people who like it. Wheelchair accessible. Wheelchair ramp available, okay. I'm assuming that's down the side or someone gets one out for them. I don't know. No, I'd say someone must get them out for someone. I'm not sure. Yeah, they usually have screens going here, stuff on it. Warhammer. Malik Centre, furniture end. So we'll mosey on up to the other side of Edith Street, to the other side of Owen Street. The Medic Centre. Belt speaker's still there. Been there for years. I used to play music on it back in the day. Back like 25 years ago. Grand Designs Home Collection. What does that to do with the TV show? Grand Designs. Kevin McLeod, whatever his name is, etc. Grand Designs Home Collection. Wonder if they can use that name if they're not part of it. That'd be heavily copyrighted by the BBC or whoever, ITV or whatever. Alex, Reds are asked and all that. Taxi rank. The Let's Ingang Temple. Westbury's. Those other two. Towards Lily Street and McGowan Drive. Shown the outside of Innisfail Food Emporium a multitude of times. And inside, if I see any changes, I'll do more, of course. So I just walk up here, go across Edith Street to the other side of Owen Street. QEB written on there, it's old school. That was the one before Ergon Energy. That's Crab and Norqueb and etc. But I think QEB in my day. And Ergon's. A selection of indoor plants available inside. I always find that weird. They often have like cactuses and things like that, succulents outside. To design jeweler signage. Yeah, that makes it hard for older people to get in and out of both of these. There really should be a ramp shared by the two like this. The AMARA, it's a job agency. Shop 3, 17 Owen Street. Opening hours 9 AM till 5 PM Monday to Friday. Real Famishes. I think they'd be open by now. It's Thursday. They told me they've closed down. But they're quite popular. With the breakfast crowd. I don't know about any later in the day, but they're... Oh, yeah. I see people there later in the day. But it's more the breakfast crowd. People moving around quite fast in that chemist there. The Target Health Medical Centre. Oh, they got a safe. Hopefully that's safe. Look down Edith Street. I always like this shop right here. People zooming through town. Didn't really want to stop, you could tell that. A bit dangerous. Anyway, PM. PMG, but it looks like a C. Postmaster General. People always said it was. It's Old Tile Pattinson Chemist. Day and night pharmacy, in other words. Let's just wait for these people to go past. With respect. So we don't get them in shot. Right. Then down. Family Dental. APM Employment Services. This is all where the cheap t-shirt shop used to be. Thank you, hobby shop. Les and his wife had it. Just going to try and get out a little bit so we can see the outside of the shops better. Over here, the old White Horse Hotel. Well, there's no cars around. I get in the middle, which is the way to do it. What I'd like to be able to do is go down the middle of the streets and be able to show it properly, all these places. I'm going to get a thumbnail anyway for the video. But usually there's people parked here by now. Yeah, let's get across here like this and show as much detail as possible before any cars come along. Suncorp, used to be Suncorp Metway back in the day. It's where Dick Smith Electronics used to be. And the Rising Sun, there's Costco, and then Pathology. Terry White Chemmart. Remember that as Angie Selling Centre. A lot of people say that was part of Sepoys. Northern Iron and Brass Foundry. IBF, it's the one out of Wangan. Yeah, there's Creb written there, I was mentioning earlier. Underground electric cables. CREB. And I kind of walk up the hill. Already done enough walking. Well, would have done over 100 kilometres in the last few weeks. All up. Well and truly. Go and show part of the outside of Coles, what we can, the click and collect section. Tap I've arrived in the app. It's written there. Coles car park, where SOS signs used to be. There was a lead lighting place there back in the day. It's tropical cleaning services now, mowing and pressure cleaning, commercial and industrial. Get our detail while we can. You might see this ages after I've recorded it, even if you're seeing it when it first goes up, because YouTube's really slow with their uploading at the moment. If it's anything over like an hour, then it plays up. It's the Rising Sun. Used to be called the Rising Sun Centre. Gamulya's Rising Sun Centre. So I've written on there. Someone coming. Didn't want to show them, I didn't realise they were there until it was too late. Until I was turning the camera. The lighting's not the best that way. The random trolleys. The old IGA ones are still there. They're the ones laying down. I think they're a bit tired and worn out. Anyway, let's go across to the back of the show hall. The show car park, which really needs doing up. Car park, that is. Needs replacing. There was talk of a multi-storey car park going in there, but it never happened. Might have been a good idea, actually. Rising Sun signage. Getting a bit run down. Oh, it's not that old, that one. They did that a few years ago. Yeah. But anyway. Recorded videos in the Rising Sun before. I'll have a look. that we're going to do up the street too. It was in their plans. You can see on Facebook and on the council website, and nothing ever come of it either. Sadly, because it is very patchworky. A lot of people walking dogs at this house. So this is 29 Owen Street, the Rising Sun. There's not much in there these days, sadly. They sort of did it up, but it doesn't look as... I think it looked better before. That's just my opinion. Yeah, Sugar and Spice isn't in there anymore, that cafe. Dentist isn't either. Steps is gone, as we showed earlier. Coral Coast Financial Services. I don't know if they're still there, and I think the tax and accounting specialists might be still there. Still in there. Remember Whispers Cafe. The guy was really nice. Bill and his wife. Pathology, lady coming out. Putting the signage here. They're always nice in there. Yeah. I always find them really nice. Friendly. The Rivers, where I said Dick Smith Electronics was. Leading edge. So they moved. Suncorp.
Total 3 kilometers.
That's from home, that's not just during the video. APM Employment Services, Sundown Family Dental. The bird's nest up the top here. Quite often there's bird's nests around in those spots all the way around. They don't want them there, they need the spikes all the way across, not just partially. Because wherever there's no spikes is where they nest. Oh, they're opening Famished. Yeah, the lady there bringing the signage out. It's AS Malik Corner from before. Owen Street. Down Edith Street, I like to show it when it's golden hour, so we'll show it. I'll get a golden hour photo to get the long shadows and that. Won't show the guy using the ATM, obviously. We never do, or else try not to. Oh, mate. I know him. I know him from back in the day. Brent. It reminds me of Corner Gas when I say that name. I don't know if you've ever seen Corner Gas. It's on Amazon Prime. Classic Canadian comedy TV series. They made an animated series, but it never made it to our Amazon Prime yet. Even the animated one was funny. It was good. Same people doing the voices. If you watch Corner Gas, the guy who plays Davis, the police officer Davis, Davis Quinton, he's on Molly of Denali, his voice. He does the voice of the grandfather, Molly's granddad. I recognised it straight away and then Googled it. It's like, yes, I know that voice. Yeah, Molly of Denali, that's on Amazon Prime as well. That's worth looking at. Definitely worth watching. But anyway, I'm going to stop the video here. Made it to 1 hour. Thanks for watching. It's the best time to keep the memories alive for us to future generations to see. Check out old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Feel free to add your own photos. Keep it all G-rated. Accept the rules set out by Facebook and myself. If you want to donate to the channel, the PayPal link's the best way. Anyway, stay safe, stay cool, and we'll catch you in the next one.